In this video, we will show you how to set up a schedule for a fitness class. SuperSAS offers 3 different types of schedules: a resource schedule for one-on-one appointments, a capacity schedule for group lessons or events, and a service schedule for services that use multiple resources such as a room and a person. In this example, we will use the capacity schedule. If you haven't done so yet, create a SuperSAS account and log in to get started. Then, on your dashboard, click New Schedule. To allow people to book classes for your fitness studio, choose the capacity schedule. Click Next Step. Select Log in to make changes so classes can only be booked by registered clients, and click Next Step. Now, choose a name for your schedule. We use Fitness Class. You can change this later. However, because this name will be part of the web address, it's important not to change it after you share the link with others. Click Next Step again. This final step allows you to choose how many times a slot can be booked. In this example, we set a maximum of 3 people allowed to book per class. You can set a different number for each class later on. There are a couple of other options you can choose from. For example, you can offer a waiting list. This will enable users to fill a spot in a class if there is a cancellation. Click Finish to save the schedule. Congratulations! You've just set up your first basic schedule. Click Use to view the schedule you've created. You can click any spot in your schedule to create a class. First, fill in a title for the class. Then you can adjust the date and time. Optionally, add a description for the class. You can set the class to repeat itself, so you don't have to enter the same class many times. By the way, clicking that blue square there allows you to change the color for each class on the schedule. Here you can also change the number of people that can book this class. Click Create Slot to save, and you will see the available slot displayed on your schedule. You and your users can create a reservation by clicking the available spot. There are many more options you can add to the booking process. Click Configure in the upper right corner to go to further settings. On the Overview tab, you find a summary of your current settings and the ability to block or delete a schedule. Click on Resources. On this tab, you'll find the options you can change or add to the schedule. If you change the terminology the system uses, it will update automatically for each time the term is used in dialogues or messages. Here you can make changes to the settings for the waiting list that you enabled earlier. You can also add a location to the bookings in case you have multiple rooms or locations available. Click Save Changes to go back to the overview. On the Access tab, you configure what users can see and do in your schedule. Here you can also provide extra access rights to specific people in your team, called super users. The Process tab lets you refine the booking process. Here you can, for example, modify which information the client should enter when making a reservation. You can also require payment up front. Add email confirmations. Or send a reminder before the booking to make sure they don't forget. The Layout tab lets you change the way your schedule looks. Change the default from weekly to monthly or daily views, and add custom messages to replace default information. Click Layout Colors to update your schedule's color settings, choose a different theme, and fine-tune it to your preference or change the default color for new classes. You can copy your personal link, as highlighted here, and paste it in a different web browser. That way you will be able to see the schedule as your users see it. If you would like to integrate your schedule into your own website, navigate to the dashboard. Select Integrations in the menu and then choose Booking widget. Now select your schedule from the drop-down menu. Then choose between integrating a button that opens a pop-up widget and a frame that is integrated into your website. We choose the option to integrate the schedule. You can now select a widget type that is best suited for your type of schedule. After selecting the widget type, follow the instructions on the page to integrate the schedule on your website. You now have a basic understanding of how to create a capacity schedule to allow clients to book classes with your business. Explore more advanced features to make your schedule work exactly the way you want.